Look at all those stars.
See that bear?
Where? There's a bear? Where's the bear?
No, I mean the Ursa Major, the constellation.
You did that on purpose, trying to scare me. Look at the two of you laughing.
You think you're scared? You should have seen Natalie when we saw a bear and a wolf. I mean, yeah, it was only a black bear, but and they're pretty much harmless, but grizzly?
No grizzly.
Okay, enough of the bear talks. You need to go start your homework. He promised his teachers he would email in his assignments every night.
Uh-huh.
I can start it tomorrow, Mom.
No, you can start it tonight, because if you start it tomorrow, it will all have gotten backed up on you. Okay? Go. Whatever. Go. Okay, there aren't really bears here, right? Or wolves?
Well, yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh.
Lions and tigers.
Oh, you. It's one of your smooth moves to get me into your arms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been practicing some other moves I can show you later.
I can't wait.
Well, then let's not.
I hope you don't mind my coming up here, or as Nora put it, my tagging along.
Are you kidding me? No, first of all, you weren't tagging along. You're more than welcome up here. I just wish that I was the one that would have suggested it. You know, and I'll tell you something. I'm really sorry that it didn't occur to me that you being back home by yourself, that could end up being a problem for this Judge Shriver.
Oh, never mind that. I mean, it must have been scary for your car to go into that ravine and then being trapped in there with Nora and wondering if anyone would ever find you.
Well, I figured that they could find us through the GPS, and plus, we had plenty to eat, drink.
I think Clint was a little worried, about you and Nora being in that car. Just the two of you alone together.
Yeah, I don't think Clint was worried. Because it was Clint that suggested that Nora and I drive up here together. You see, I think that you were the one that was worried, Lindsay. Why?
You're really gonna do this? You're gonna tell my family that you were lying to us about who you really are?
I already did the hard part. Telling you it. I don't care what the rest of them think. I only care how you feel.
I understand you may be burning some midnight oil, so I brought some snacks.
Well, good. As long as you understand what could have happened and that what you did was wrong, then...
Don't you ever listen?
But I thought that you...
No, I know exactly what you thought. You thought you knew exactly how I was feeling and what I was thinking. But you're wrong, as usual, because you haven't had the slightest idea.
Sorry. Hold on.
Look, you're gonna have to understand that there are some things that you can't control.
I came here to talk to you, not to argue with you. Can we make things better?
No, we can't. So get out of my room.
All right, let's just pretend, again, this has happened, and start over again.
I don't want to talk to you anymore, Dad. So I would really appreciate it if you just got out.
So this is the way it's going to be forever?
Dad, some things have changed. And they're never going to be the same again.
Hasn't enough hell already broken loose in this house thanks to Todd?
It could get a lot worse.
Oh, how could it get worse? Star's locked up in a room like a prisoner. It doesn't get any worse than that, does it, Langston?
It has been really hard on her.
Yes, and what has the girl done that's so wrong? What's she guilty of? Falling in love? Since when is that a crime?
I'm trying to get him to back off, all right?
You shouldn't have to. Todd is her father. For goodness sakes, what kind of a parent needs to control their child like that?
I don't know. Maybe you should tell me. Or maybe I'll just ask Adriana.
Look, I'm sorry if I overstepped. I only said that because I'm an insomniac myself. I know what it's like trying to fall asleep when you're not tired, because most of the time you just end up lying there, staring at the ceiling.
That's what happens to me. I have insomnia too.
No, you don't. You just like staying up late, that's all. Anyway, I understand. I'm sorry. I snapped at you. I've just had a really long day.
Don't you apologize. Shane is your son, not mine. You get to make the rules.
I'll go now, Mom. I'll get into my PJs.
Okay, I'll be right up.
See you, Rex.
See you, Shane. Oh, and hey, maybe you and I can hang out again sometime soon, if it's all right with your mom.
How about this weekend? Can you take me to my baseball practice?
Okay.
You got me. Okay, the real reason I was afraid, for real, was because I thought that Nora was going to trash me at every opportunity she got and that you would be influenced by that.
Okay, first of all, I'm not influenced by Nora or anybody else when it comes to who I like and who I don't like. Second, Nora never even mentioned your name.
Not even once?
You're upset because we might have talked about you. Then you're upset because we didn't talk about you.
Well, I thought that it would... Oh my gosh. I'm being so neurotic, aren't I?
Lindsay, look, you want to turn things around. You want a fresh start, right? Then you have to let go of this rivalry with Nora. Yeah.
Just so not like you, Nigel. You to lie to us, to the family, especially about something so important.
When I attempted to analyze it myself, tried to sort out why I would be reduced to such reprehensible behavior, I thought perhaps it was a combination of shock and grief over losing Mr. Buchanan and the sickening image of David Vickers swooping down on this family like a vulture.
Well, can't be too sure that Jared's not a vulture.
True. However, Mr. Vickers was a known evil, and dare I say, Mr. Jared has not turned out to be the leech on the family that Mr. Vickers most certainly would have been.
Well, I think the jury's still out on that.
Nor can I imagine Mr. Vickers risking his neck to save Miss Jessica or anyone else. Granted, he gave up part of his liver for her, but as I recall, he was trying to extort money for it.
Not surprising.
Also, Mr. Vickers doesn't possess the business acumen and work ethic that Mr. Jared has already demonstrated and which our own father has praised.
Hey, you've got a point.
And then there's Mrs. Buchanan. Mr. Jared has become like a son to her. He brought her out of her grief like no one else could.
It's true.
In my own humble opinion, I believe Mr. Jared has turned out to be the kind of man Mr. Buchanan would have been proud to call his own son.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're going a little too far on that. Jared's not a saint.
Saint or not, I must admit I've grown rather fond of Jared Buchanan, as has the rest of the family. And you saw the good in him before anyone else.
No, I'm not going to leave until we get somewhere. Make some headway, at least.
Well, it's not gonna happen, Dad. Not while I'm locked up here like a prisoner.
All right, well, what if I said I was wrong, and I gave in a little in that?
So you're gonna let me have my life back again?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to let you have Cole back again, that's for sure, but maybe I was a little too hard on the homeschooling thing.
So you're gonna let me go back to school?
One condition, that you promise you never see Cole. You cannot approach him, you cannot make eye contact with him, you can't go anywhere near him. If you can promise me that, then yes. If you have to promise me he'll stay out of your life. Can you do that?